Hello everyone, welcome. So all of you have seen how to use text boxes and how to use text boxes, how to enter data into text boxes, and how to align or how to access text from the text boxes. So now the next control is rich text boxes. See, rich text box is a control which is available in VB.NET. So what is the difference between text box and rich text box? Rich text box will allow you to enter some formatted text. So what do you mean by this formatted text? Formatted text means selecting fonts, italic, bolding and more. So in a rich text box, you can use such fonts like italic, bold and colors. So they are rich in the font. We are making the text rich by using the font. Okay, so it's called rich text box. Okay, so in the common text boxes you can't use such fonts and all. And rich text box allows you to use such formatted text, and you can save that text in rich text format, that is RTF files, and read RTF files in it. Okay, so rich text box files are called RTF files, that is rich text format. So now accessing text in a rich text box. Rich text box. To access text in rich text box, you can use two properties, text and RTF. Okay, so text holds the text in a rich text box in a plain text format, like a text box. Okay, plain text format, that is a rich text box dot text, and the RTF holds text in a rich text format with the font and color. Okay, so RTF you can access the text from rich text boxes with the two properties, that is text and RTF. Text is a plain text without any format, without any font and color, and RTF holds the text in rich text format, that is with the color and the font. Okay, so here is one example. We read the text in rich text box 1 without any RTF codes and display the text as plain text in rich text box 2. Okay, so we have rich text box 1 and rich text box 2. So two rich text boxes are there. So when you click button 1, the rich text box dot 2 rich text box 2 dot text equal to rich text box 1 dot text. So we are copying the text of rich text box 1 to rich text box 2. Okay, so that the selected text or copied text will be in a plain text format, because we have used dot text format. And same operation here, where we transfer the text including all RTF codes, that is when you click button 1, so you can change it. Rich text box dot 2 rich text box 2 dot RTF equal to rich text box 1 dot RTF, that is you are copying the contents of rich text box 1 to rich text box 2. Okay, but the format is dot RTF, that means rich text files. RTF means with the font and all the color. So text will be in a rich format. Okay, so now creating bold, italic, underlined and strikeout text. So here See, in this example, the 3 rich text boxes are there. We have 3 rich text boxes. Okay, and 6 buttons are there. We have used 6 buttons and 3 rich text boxes. See, first button says format text. So when you click the first button, it should format the text of rich text box 1. See here the formatted text here. The text is here is italic, bold, underlined and strikeout text. So when you click that first button, the text of this first rich text box should be in a format. That means first it should show the italic and bold, underlined and strikeout. So next button is copy text. To copy the text of rich text box 1 to rich text box 2. So indent text. So it will indent the text inside the rich text box, and add bullets. You can add bullets also, bulleting and numbering. So you can add bullets, and color text. This is to color the text which is there inside the rich text box. And final, the last one, the button save and restore text. Okay, to save the file, the text as a file. This is one example here. See here, we have to create one new font object to assign to the rich text boxes selection font property. So we have selection font property, and font object we will have to create. So we can use font objects to set the typeface and size of text, and you can also set font style using members of the font style enumeration. For example, italic text is font style dot italic, bold text is font style dot bold, and so on. Okay, to preserve the other aspects of text in the rich text box, you can get the control from font property, then use font classes constructor to base a new font on the current font, while also setting a new attribute such as italic, bolding and so on. See here, see the code for above example. For this example, see the button 1 is format text, button 2 is copy text, 3 is indent, 4 is add bullets, button 5 is color text, 6 is save and restore text. See the code for first button format text. See the code for first button. When you click button 1, see button 1's click event, rich text box 1 dot selection start equal to rich text box 1 dot find italic, dim italic font, that is we are creating one object, font object, that is your own variable name, it is font object name italic font, as new font rich text box 1 dot font comma font style dot italic, rich text box 1 dot selection font equal to italic font. This is to just to give the italic font. Okay, italic font. See we have rich text box 1 here. See first one, rich text box 1 dot selection start. Where to start? It should find italic. It will find, first we should enter our text inside the rich text box. In that, if you have written italic, then rich text box 1 dot find italic, and it will find the word italic, and that word will be in italic format. Okay, so new font rich text box 1 dot font style dot italic. So this is the font style enumeration, that is italic, rich text box 1 dot selection font italic font. Okay, so it will be in the word italic. So it will find the word italic in the rich text box, and that word will be in the italic font. See the word, the text we have entered to this rich text box is, here is italic, bold, underlined and strikeout text. So out of this the text, it will find, we have written code to find italic, the word italic, and that word will be in the italic font. Okay. See, the next one is bold. For this code is for bold font. Selection start equal to rich text box 1 dot find bold. So it will find the bold word in the rich text box, and dim bold font, that is a font object we have created, bold font, as new font rich text box 1 dot font style dot bold. So rich text box 1 dot selection font equal to bold font. So the font styles enumeration, that is bold, here we are using bold. Okay. So that word, so it will find the word bold in the rich text box, and that word will be in the font is applied to that word, that is bold. See, the bold font is applied to the word bold. Okay. And the next one is underlined. The same code we are using a text selection start, and we are finding the underlined word, and the object we have created is underline font, and font styles underline enumeration we have used here, and selection font is equal to underline font. See the object, the font object underline font, and it will find the word underlined in the rich text box, and the font is applied to that word. Okay. And see, the next one is strikeout. Rich text box 1 selection start, find strikeout, and we have created object strikeout font, the font object we have created, that is strikeout font, and the enumeration we have used font styles strikeout enumeration, selection font equal to strikeout. So to apply the font strikeout to the word strikeout, so, and it will find the word strikeout, and see the font is applied strikeout. Okay. See, the button 2 click, button 2's click event. So what is button 2? We have written code, so that is to copy text. See, the button 2 is copy text. Copy text, see the code to copy. What is that? Rich text box 1 dot rtf equal to rich text box 2 dot rtf, that is the RTF file. That means whatever format or font you have used, that is bold, strikeout, underline, italic, that is you have used, the same thing is copied to rich text box 2. Okay. See, the format is .rtf. See, the rich text box 2 is copied, the same thing is copied to rich text box 2. Okay. So now indenting text in rich text boxes. So we have the enumerations. Selection indents first line of the paragraph. Selection hanging indents all other lines of paragraph with respect to selection indent, and selection right indent sets the right indentation of the paragraph. Okay. See, all these three enumerations we will have to, the three properties we will have to use. Selection indents first line of the paragraph, selection hanging indent all other lines to with respect to selection indent, and selection right indent, so right indent of the paragraph. See, for indenting the text, when we click button 3, so we have written the code for button 3's click event. Rich text box 1 dot selection indent 20, selection hanging indent -25, selection right indent 10. See the indent that we have applied this code to rich text box 1. See the indent here is when you click the third one, indent text. So see the here, that is indented. Okay, the text is indented. So now adding bullets to rich text boxes, that you will have to use the property selection bullet and bullet indent properties. Selection bullet property displays the bullet in front of paragraph in which current selection is, and bullet indent property indicates how much you want the bullet to be indented from the left. Okay, bullet indent. So we will have to use selection bullet, bullet indent properties. Selection bullet property displays a bullet in front of paragraph in which the current selection is, and bullet indent property indicates how much you want the bullet to be indented from the left. Okay, see here the text is, this rich text box shows how to use bullets and indent related text. See, we are setting the rich text box 1.text in the code. Okay, and the rich text box 1.selection indent equal to 20, selection bullet indent equal to 10, selection bullet equal to true. This is the code, and for button 4, and we have used it for text box 1. Okay, to run while in code itself we are entering the text. This is rich text box shows how to use. Okay, so when you click button 4, see the button, the bullet is applied to the rich text box 1. And setting text color in RTF boxes, setting text colors. So using this selection color property, and colors enumeration, we have colors dot red, colors dot green, and so on. There are many enumerations, and see we have used here. See, this is the code. See, when you click button 5, so button 5's click event, we have used button 5's click event, the color text. See the code, rich text box 3 dot selection start equal to rich text box 3 find red, and rich text box 3 dot selection color equal to color dot red. Okay, see the in the third rich text box 3, in the rich text box 3 we have entered the text. This rich text box supports font colors like red and blue and green. Okay, this is the text we have entered inside the third rich text box, and here the code is rich text box 3 dot find red. So it will find the word red out of this third rich text box, and it will color it red. And next one is finding green, and color dot green, that is green, the word green will be colored green, and word blue, it will find word blue inside the rich text box 3, and it will color it blue. Okay, so this is the example how to color the text. And saving and loading RTF files from and to rich text boxes. Saving, you use the save file method to save the text in rich text box to disk, and the load file method to read it back. See, save and restore text. See here, see the button 6 click, when we click 6th button, that is save and restore text, it should see the code is rich text box 3 dot save file text box text dot rtf, and rich text box 1 dot load file text dot rtf. See the rich text box 3 dot save file the text dot rtf. See the 3 rich text box 3 is containing the text, that is this is rich text box supports font colors like red and blue and green. So this text is saved as text.rtf. Okay, it is saved as and text.rtf, and we are loading the text.rtf to rich text box 1. So the same, the whatever there in third rich text box should be copied to the first rich text box. So here we are loading the third rich text box, that is saved as text.rtf, to text box rich text box 1.